Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back again. This is Unesh from Get Lifetime Deals, and we have Armal with us from Trebble FM. It's a deal on AppSumo Marketplace, and the link is provided in the description, and you can visit the deal and you can see what it does. So, welcome, Armal, to our live stream. How are you?
Thank, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure. So, I would like to ask you about what is Trebble FM and how it helps us or any user of it, right?
Yeah. Trouble FM is really a platform that makes it easy for anyone really to create spoken audio, whether it be a podcast or voiceover that sounds professionally produced. It's a software that makes it easy for anybody that has no experience creating audio to create audio that sounds good.
Okay, so can we record audio directly inside Treble, or we have to record offline and upload it on Treble?
So Trouble gives you multiple options, so you can do both. You can actually take your existing audio, maybe that you recorded somewhere, maybe it would be through your phone or another software. You can upload it to Treble, or you can record directly from the platform as well. Actually, one of the cool thing with recording from the platform is that it gives you, so you can add notes and easily just kind of add some notes to kind of help you with your recording. But yeah, you can do both. You can record from the platform, or you can upload your existing audio.
Okay, so I can upload audio also, and I can record audio in Treble also, right?
That's correct.
Now, while editing, what type of features or set of features Treble allow us to edit audios?
Yeah, maybe I won't answer the question directly, but I'll kind of just take a step back for a second, maybe explain maybe the philosophy behind travel. If you ever use, we're talking earlier, and you said that you use Audacity before. If you use any traditional audio editing software, the main reference that you use to edit is using waveforms. Now, if you never edited audio before, it can be really um, you know if you it can be really challenging,
Yeah.
because you never used it before. And in the traditional audio editor, there's also a lot of features. You have things like compressors, so it's very complex because it allows you to do a lot of things. The approach with Treble was to redesign, create a product that was very, very simple to use, that you can get used without necessarily having edited audio before, but that would be really simple to use. So now to
Okay,
answer you,
so what you're saying that Treble has waveform or it doesn't have?
it does have waveform, but it's not the primary way to edit. So in the way we do that, the main innovation with our product is really the fact that instead of using waveform, we actually use text. So what we do is that when you upload or you record your audio, we actually transcribe your audio into text, and then we let you edit the audio using the text. So it looks like you're working editing a Word document. And so everything that you do on the text will mirror any changes on the audio. So for example, let's say you're saying, I just say so if you want to remove that sound, you will see in the text the and you can just select it and then hit delete on your keyboard, and then it would automatically delete that section of the audio.
Okay, I got this point. I got this point, and I've seen such features in softwares like Descript, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good feature, and especially in these days, reels and shorts are very trending on all social media platforms, including TikTok and all that. And in such type of videos, there are subtitles or let's say transcriptions added in every video, so this can help a lot. Now, but this is only audio editing platform, right?
This only audio editing
Okay,
platform.
besides this transcription and you can say text to speech to text feature,
Mhm.
besides this, what are additional features? Suppose let's say if I have some surrounding noise in my audio, that's background noise, can I remove that in Treble?
That's yeah. That's a good question. Yes, you can do that with Treble. So you
Okay,
just click on
now,
the button, and it will
okay.
just remove the background noise.
So after removing noise, according to my workflow on the way I edit my audios or let's say voice of any video, I
Mhm.
first of all remove background surrounding noise, and after that I apply a couple of effects in Adobe Audition. One of them is equalizing or let's say hard limiting audios and setting up their vocal enhancement, right? So what are the additional features after removing background noise with which I can optimize my audio inside your software?
Yeah, that's a very good question as well. So, you mentioned a few things. Equalizer, maybe putting hard limiter, all those things are very technical concept that people maybe you obviously you have some experience editing audio, but most people actually don't have that experience. So they actually don't necessarily know what they have to use. What is a limiter? What is a compressor? What is a low pass filter, high pass filter? Most people don't actually know that. So what Treble does is that it actually does that automatically for you. So
Okay, so
it will
it's automated and not manually, right?
you don't do it manually; it does it
How,
automatically.
how do Treble identify that what type of optimization this particular audio needs? Does it based on AI?
So it uses a little bit of AI, but it's something that we can continue. So it's a mix of AI and sound engineering. I'll tell you. So
Okay.
it's a mix of both. And the idea is really is that for example, like if you're recording, we know that for example this is a human voice, right? So we apply certain effect, like for example a de-esser, but we would try. Our strategy was to try to calibrate it in a way where it's subtle and it's not really aggressive. Obviously, it's not perfect, and we just continue to kind of improve the software to make sure that it can adapt to different type of audio. But the idea is that it uses a mix of AI and match and audio engineering to kind of make it automatically for you.
Okay, so I think I've already asked my every question. So now you can proceed how this software works and demonstrate it live that how to use Treble and what type of features or what use cases you have in your mind. Before we move to live presentation, I would like to ask you when you build this software and at what stage you are currently on with
So
Treble.
right now with Trebble, we have a fully functional product. We launched it, as you said earlier, on AppSumo. I think we launched it officially in September. Um, so it's an ongoing process. It's the first version on the product, and we continue to evolve it. So there's a lot more features that we want to build to the product. But honestly, the idea again with the project is just to keep it simple, right? So we don't want it to become the very crowded product where there's too many features. So we really try to keep it more of a less of is more approach where we build the most necessary feature and we build on top of that. Just make sure it keeps simple.
Okay, so have you raised any type of funding? How you are supporting financially this, or it's all bootstrapped? Could
It's
you
all it's
give
all,
us an
it's
idea?
all trap with a mix of grants. So right now, but yeah.
Okay, so now you are offering a special offer at one time cost. So have you calculated its sustainability later after this offer?
Absolutely. I mean, I've had people asking me to get more hours for the transcription, or
Yeah.
mention other company. Maybe I've done similar things. I think for Treble, it was important to, you know, give a price that is sustainable, right? So as you said, that you don't want to offer like I don't know 20 hours transcription, and then the company closes in 6 months or a year. So we spent the time to kind of figure out what was the right pricing that allow people to use the product, as a lifetime product. But obviously, I'll tell you, we don't make necessarily profit on this, but we want to kind of make that offer to allow people to try the product, but make it sustainable too.
Okay, okay. Thank you for answering this. And now stage is yours. I am just pushing your screen on stream, and you can
Okay,
proceed with the live demonstration.
there you go. So I'm already in my account. I'm already logged in here. So in Treble, you have this thing called your library. This is where all the audio that you create stays. And if you want to create new audio, I can just go here and click create. Now it bring me to the live studio. So here I can start recording. Earlier I mentioned the fact that you have notes, so I can add a note here to help my recording. Maybe I'll say talk about travel. So I can add a few notes to kind of help me with the recording. In the future, want to make it more of a teleprompter style, but for now, it's just notes. So when I'm ready to record, I can just click here, and there's a little teleprompter here, a little counter. Now I can start recording. Now you can see that here there's the monitoring of the voice. So I can see that I'm being recorded now. I can keep speaking until I'm happy with recording. When I'm done with recording, I can just stop it here. I can listen to it. So I didn't wear headphones just for the purpose of being able to get people to listen to it. So I'm going to play here. Now I
Now I
can
can
start
start
recording.
recording.
Now you can see that here. There's the monitoring. So you can hear myself speaking here. This is my recording. One thing as well that you can do is that you can also pick the microphone that you're using. Here, this is using my default microphone, so I'm just keep it that way. Now, you asked me the question earlier. There's two options here, so you can either record, or you can also import your audio files. You can take your file, drag it here, and then go to the next step. So I'm going to just keep it to the recording example here. You can delete your recording and do it again. I'm just going to keep it simple and just going to go to the next step. And this is really where the magic of Trebble happens. So you have an option to click on a button and you'll transcribe it, and then you're about to edit it. So I'm going to go here and transcribe. So you can pick different languages. I think we have a couple, honestly, more than 25 languages. So I'm going to keep it to English, US, and I just hit on the button transcribe. Actually, one of the super cool thing with Trebble actually is that it's super it's actually very, very fast. So I'll show you that here. We're going to hit transcribe, and I know most software would take. See, it's already done. I was actually to explain, but it's already done. So it's very, very extremely fast, and this is something that's very rare. And so now we can actually see the text of what I was saying. So now I can play so people can hear it. Now I can start recording. Now you can see that here there's the monitoring of the voice. So you can see that I'm being recorded now. So actually, if you notice, I'm not sure if you can hear it here, but the volume is a little higher. And what actually happens is that Trebble already normalized the audio for us. So when I played earlier with our audio, there was no effect on it. So Trebble already made sure it was at the right volume. So if you actually,
I think surrounding, or let's say, I think there was no background noise, or it was removed by Trebble.
There's still the background noise. I wish people can hear it. Can keep speaking. There's still a little bit of background noise actually.
Yeah.
So if I want to remove the background noise, I can just click on this button here. And if I play it,
awesome.
Until I'm happy with recording, when I'm done with recording, I can just stop. So let me play it again. Here. Now I can start recording. Now you can see that here. So it already cleared up the background noise. I just click on that button. If I want to listen without with the noise, I can just put it back. It is the monitoring. So again, very simple. So one of the things I was explaining earlier was the fact, like I said, like the audio is already normalized. It's already at the right volume. And that's because Trebble has this thing that we call the magic sound enhancer. So we turn it on already. You also apply some filtering, some enhancing on the music and sound effects that I'll talk about later. But everything is already enhanced for you. You can turn it off if you want to, but I'll keep it on. It's just really nice because it does a lot of things. Like I said, for example, if you have like S sound, we have a de-esser, so people that know about audio, that will kind of reduce all the S sounds. We have like a compressor passing through to make sure that if I'm speaking too low or too high, it's kind of normalized already. So there's a lot of things in the background that happens. And the person that's actually editing doesn't have to know about all those things. Now, if you look at the text, you'll see those little squares. The little squares here are really just pauses or silence between words. So if I wanted to maybe remove a pause here, I can just select it like this, and I can just go ignore. And if I play here, I can keep speaking until I'm happy with recording when I'm done. Right, so I can just easily cut part of the audio. For example, here I'll say now you can see there. I can just take that if I want to remove this section. Actually, let's say I want to remove this whole section here. I can just go here. I can hit ignore, or I can use my keyboard. I want to use my keyboard here, and I can just remove it. And I can just go ahead and play it. Now, one thing that I think is pretty cool with Trebble is that there's a lot of shortcuts as well. So, for example, if I want to play audio from here, instead of actually clicking here, I'm on the Mac, so I can just go Option, click, and then we'll just start recording. So I can see that I'm being recorded. So again, very convenient. And the cool thing as well that happened with the editor is that everything you do, you can undo it. For example, here, I can undo deleting that sentence. I can just undo it here, and I can redo it. So you can undo and redo pretty much anything. Actually, you can undo and redo anything, actually. And then you also notice here, there's those little, this little icon here that tells you that there was a cut. And what Trebble will do, for example, in the background, that it will actually crossfade that section of the audio so that you don't hear the cut as much. So all that to say, there's a lot of things that happens here. Now, the other cool thing, obviously, the audio is not very long, But the other cool thing that happens as well is that you can cut, copy, paste things. For example, I can take this and I can use the menu to cut it, and I can just go paste it here. So I say I'm happy with recording. I can just paste it here. Um, but I can also use my actually my keyboard. So I'm actually just going to use my keyboard in this case. So I can just go and use. So this is me. I mean, I copied the same thing multiple times, just to kind of show how easy. Now, if I play it, you hear being recorded now. I can keep speaking until I'm happy where I can start recording. So I can see that I'm recording. When I'm done with it, I can start recording. So I can see that I can start recording. Right. So I can see that. You get the gist. The idea is just to show that again, you can copy, cut, and paste things around wherever you want. Now, the other thing that I think is really cool with Trebble is that everything that you see here, you can see the text, the transcription. But let's say you wanted to add music somewhere here, you can easily just select that section of the audio, and then I can select here to say add background audio, and then the software already comes with license-free music. So all the music here that you can use here is already license-free, so you can use it without having to worry about royalty or anything like that. So I'm going to take something here just to kind of show it. Let's take cheerful. So you hear the music here. So I like it. I can just select that. And now you can see Trebble select added that audio here. So I can actually move this around. Maybe I want the audio to finish here. Now if I play it, now I'm being recorded now. I can keep speaking the audio because the volume is very low. And all I have to do, I can turn the volume on here. So we have this thing for people that know about, have ever edited audio. This is concept called ducking, which is basically the concept that the music will be reduced in the background when you're speaking, and when you stop speaking, it will go up. So I'm going to turn it on just for the sake of it here. So
I used to do this manually in our Audition, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. So you just see this does it automatically. So by default, it knows that you're adding this like background, so you automatically just duck it, but you can turn it off. So let's play it again just to hear it. Now I'm being recorded now. I can keep speaking until I'm happy where I can start recording. So I can see that I'm recording. When I'm done with it, I can start recording. So
it will sound better if we select background music according to speech, right? We select specifically, so it will sound better.
Yeah,
okay, so I think we covered every feature, or is there something else?
I want to show one last thing, if you allow me to, maybe to kind of close off here. The other thing that you can do is that you can insert sounds. So you can also insert, for example, let's say I can get the sound of a glass breaking, or a glass getting full. So you can also insert sounds. So for example, I play here. Right, so again, you can do a lot of things here. And the last thing I want to show quickly is the fact that you can save things as clips. So for example, I can take this section here. Let's say that was the intro of my podcast or something I want to reuse later. I can just go here. I can save it as a clip and say my intro. And then I'll be able to reuse this later. Right.
Okay.
So Trebble saves as a clip and I can reuse it.
It saves inside my Trebble account online on cloud.
Exactly, save on your Trebble account on the cloud, and you can reuse it later if you want to. So now the other quick thing that you actually mentioned earlier was about waveform editing, and I want to just quickly show you that because I think it's really something that happens sometimes when you actually editing with text. So for example, let's say I'm recording, I have this word recording, but let's say there was a little sound after recording, so you can see that I'm recording. So I can easily kind of adjust the trim of the audio. So for example, here when I just click on that adjust trim, I can see exactly recording. Right, so let's say there was a part of the audio that I didn't want with the word record. I can zoom it here a little bit, and I can slightly just adjust it. Right, so I can maybe have, let's say I wanted the recording to just start here. I can just recording. So if I wanted, I just save it, and now if I play it, it just adjusts it. Make it start recording. So whatever I want. So that's the last thing I wanted to show. Anyway, when you're happy with your recording, you can just go to the next step. You can save it. So I say my little demo. Actually, it's already here. You can add notes as well. Let's say you have links, and you just go finish, and Trebble will render the actual file, and then you can actually, when it's rendered, you can kind of use that audio file, or you could share it online if you wanted to. So here you go. That's the audio here.
Why it says shortcast, right? It's like podcast. It says shortcast.
That's a good question. So maybe just that's a side thing for Trebble. So we call those shortcuts because actually initially the idea was to kind of create this kind of short form audio content. So that's why we call them shortcasts, basically short podcasts. But here you can kind of create pretty much anything, but we call them shortcasts. So this is what we just created here. Now I'm being recorded now. I can keep, and you can take that. You can take. Trebble gives you a link that you can share on social media.
So it comes with podcast hosting also. We can host our podcast and shows, and people can come and listen it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily offer. So we for some people we've offered podcast hosting, but it's not something you can access directly from the
Because
platform.
because it includes a lot of cost, right, at server, right?
Yeah, it includes a lot of costs. Also, honestly, it's a lot
So
more. If
the
you want
offer
to,
which we have right now, does it includes
no, it
this?
doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
include that.
So
It does
basically, it's for editing. I edit audio over here, then download it and upload wherever I want, right?
exactly. Or if you want to share on social media, we can host it for you.
Okay.
Where, for example,
And
here you can.
if I want to do some animation on this, then I can import that exported audio in my any video editing software, right?
Absolutely. That's say we're looking into maybe in the future having a way for you to add like
Yeah, because the
for
feature you
videos.
have at the, you can say, transcription, or let's say subtitles, what we say,
Mhm.
when we do animation on that, such type of videos are trending these days in vertical videos in form of shorts and TikTok and Facebook Reels, right? So
Yeah.
it in demand. So you also have a plan in future to add video editing features inside.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't. I mean, we want to focus on audio, but I'll tell you that we want to allow people that focus on audio maybe to be able
Yeah,
to.
yeah, that will be better, I think, because video editing includes lots of work, right?
Exactly, and it's honestly it's not about, but it's going to make honestly the software a lot more complicated than we want it to
Yeah.
be. We want to keep this specifically for audio. That said, we want to allow people to share their audio everywhere, and as you know, on places like TikTok, YouTube or Instagram, they mainly visuals or videos. So we want to allow people in the future to be able to automatically add like images or videos or B-roll. Maybe I just give you an example. We let's say we talk about music or like somebody at a concert. We might be able to automatically provide you with B-roll of somebody at a concert. So we want to allow you to easily share your audio, and that probably will include at some point be able to create video from your audio. But again,
Okay.
we don't necessarily want to become
But that will be on one specific template and not much customizable.
yeah, at least something around those lines. So,
Yeah.
but we again, there's a lot of things that we're exploring,
But that's
honestly.
that's just a thought right now. We can't say anything for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So yeah, the only thing I want to show is that after that, when you're happy with it, you can just download it, like you were saying, and then you
yeah,
can just share it anywhere else. So that's what I wanted to show today, and I don't know
awesome,
if you have any questions.
awesome. I think that was really enough for anyone to
Actually,
understand how
yeah,
Trebble
actually,
works.
that I wanted to do with you, actually, if you don't mind.
What?
Sorry, yes.
No, you want to share anything else? What were you
Oh yeah,
saying?
something else actually I thought was really
Yeah,
cool
sure.
because
Please continue.
one of the requests that we see is that people want to be able to support multiple languages, and
Okay.
and I think you speak English. So I want to kind of do a quick demo here if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So I want to say a few words in Hindi, and so I'll turn my recording here, and I want to say a
Yeah,
few
I
words.
can speak in Hindi, so no problem. Hi, कैसे हो आप? आप कैसे हो?
Okay, so I
I
guess we
just
can.
asked how are you, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we can
Right.
use that. So I'm going to go to the next step here again.
So,
Transcribe.
how many languages you support in transcription?
Well, I think we have about 20 something. I honestly I can't remember the
Okay.
exact work.
Now select Hindi or Urdu over here, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
Hindi,
select
Indian. Okay.
that,
So
so I can just
is
go.
it auto detected or you have to select?
So you have to select for now, or do we? Yeah, we have to select for now. Just keep
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Good enough. Yeah.
Right. Did you get it
हाँ,
right?
हाँ. Yeah. कैसे हो?
हाय कैसे हो आप कैसे हो
So
Is it
it
good?
can transcribe in Hindi language also, and I can read. It's perfectly transcript.
Okay. Perfect.
Transcription is
I
perfectly.
cannot promise you, so I'm trusting you. That's
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. I want to show that we do support a lot of languages. So
Uh,
this thing is very convenient for a lot of people. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Yeah.
So I also like that what you say, the feature that we write the script where it works like a teleprompter and helps a person to record what he wants to record, right? By
Yeah,
watching on the screen. So that's also a good feature.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so guys, you already watched that how Armel demonstrated Trebble, and it is, you can say, you can record or import audio inside Trebble. And what Trebble does, Trebble transcribes it very fast, and now you can edit audios based on text. Suppose, let's say, when it transcribes audio for you, you get a whole text. When you remove one sentence as a text, it will be removed from the audio. You can copy paste to double or triple the sentence, right? You have already seen live. So if you are into this and podcasting, this is definitely a very good thing. But you can download audio after editing. So there are a lot of additional features like background noise removal and auto optimizing audios and features like that, including adding background music. And there are lots of license free music inside Treble available, right? So
Yeah.
this is what Treble is. And yeah, deal is right now live. You can find the link below in the description of this live stream. And thank you, Armel, for providing us this lot of time and showing us how Treble works.
Thank you for having me, Ines. It was a pleasure. I was excited to do this. So I'm happy we finally did it.
Yeah. I'll be messaging you soon again, and we can talk more about it. So, guys, that's all for now. See you in the next live stream. Do check this out, deal, and share your views about this particular deal in the comment box.